wisdom. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the love. Hi friends, today we're here at the Altamaha Animal Clinic in Vidalia, Georgia, and we're going to learn all about veterinarians and what they do. We're gonna go meet some new friends. Let's go see them. Hi, today we're here at the Altamaha Animal Clinic with Dr. Reed MacArthur, learning about veterinarians and all that they do. Thank you so much for your time and letting us interview you for Tales and Tales. So just to start out, what exactly does a veterinarian do?
Veterinarians are actively involved in animal health. And there are veterinarians that work on every type of animal that is out there, including sea turtles and dolphins and whales, zoo animals, and then there are folks like us that primarily work on cats and dogs, but a few exotic animals, birds, lizards, snakes, not a lot of those, bunnies, gerbils, hamsters, you know, anything that's four-legged and alive we work on. So.
That's awesome. What does being a veterinarian mean to you personally?
It's a really satisfying job. Obviously, we have two clients. We have a human client and an animal client. Of course, making the animals better at the same time helping the owners feel better and keep a loved animal going. That's our job, and that's what makes us get up in the morning.
That's wonderful. My goodness. Do you have any crazy or funny stories from treating animals, or any calls, anything like that?
Well, I got a call one time about an injured alligator, and the people had run over it and they wanted to bring it into the clinic. And we didn't do that one. But
I can imagine that might have been difficult.
We had an elephant in town one time for a circus, and we had to do an exam on the elephant.
That's fun. Really cool. I'm jealous.
It was an Asian elephant, so it wasn't a great big one, but it was.
That's still amazing. It really goes for any type of animal that you have to see.
Well, every day we have adventures here. When you're working with children and animals, it's always, you never know what you're going to come up with.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Now, this is more of a personal thing, but what's your favorite animal? And it doesn't have to be just dog or cat or anything. It could be a unicorn or a dragon if you wanted it to be.
You know, my wife tells me all the time that one of our dogs, and we've had 7 at a time, we only have 4 now, is my favorite, but I don't really have a favorite. I mean, I just enjoy them all. I think they're fun. Spiders probably are my least favorite, but
I can relate.
Yeah, if need be, we'd still try to help one. But
that's great, though. I don't know if I'd be able to.
Yeah, well, so a lot of our girls that work here, they draw the line at lizards or spiders, but most of them like snakes. So
that's good. That's good. I think snakes are real cute. If there's anybody watching that's thinking of becoming a vet or working at a vet clinic, what advice would you have for them?
If you want to go to veterinary school, academics are very important, and that means the first day of college you've got to really be serious about it, because these days getting into veterinary schools require very high grades. So that's one thing, is make up your mind before you go to college and dedicate yourself to making the grades. There are certainly other jobs that are involved. We have technicians here, girls that do all sorts of different things to help out. However, it's not all about hugging and petting animals. There's hard parts too. So.
I think my last question that I have for you is, what is your favorite part of being a vet?
Well, I love animals, but I'm a people person too, and I don't think I'd enjoy a part of being, you know, there are parts of veterinary medicine that are academic or involve being in an office all the time. I don't think I'd enjoy that as much. So I would say working with both people and animals is the most satisfying part of it to me.
I bet it's a lot of fun, and it's so cool getting to know both the owner and the pet, because they each can have their own personality
That's
and
exactly right.
all the different things about them. It is really cool. I'm getting to bond with them.
You had asked me earlier about volunteer opportunities.
Yes.
And generally we have a age limit of somewhere in the 13, 14 range, just from a safety standpoint. But we generally, as long as we know that and plan for it, allow volunteers to come in anytime they want to.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
After school, I mean, weekends, whatever. But it's fun having them here. It makes my job more fun because
and you get to teach everybody too, so they get to learn something new as well.
They teach me something too every time too.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh my goodness. Was there anything else that I guess you wanted to put out there before we end our interview? Any other advice, wisdom?
Well, I just think, there's an adventure of working with Veterinarian, but the library is a pretty darn cool place to go.
Thank you so much. And you can learn all about animals there in books too.
Everything you ever want to know is available there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time again, and it was wonderful talking with you.
Thank you too.
Absolutely. Yes. Do you have any advice? I know that has Wilma's breath all over it. Hi friends, today we are at the Ringer Veterinary Hospital in Reedsville, Georgia, and we are going to learn all about veterinarians and veterinary technicians. We're also going to meet some wonderful and fun new friends, so let's go meet them. Hi, today we're here at the Ringer Veterinary Hospital in Reedsville, Georgia, and we are with Heidi, who's a veterinary technician, and we're going to learn all about her job and what she does. So Heidi, thank you so much for joining us today. And just to kind of explain to everyone, so you're a veterinary technician. What does a vet tech do?
Mainly we just assist with helping Dr. Ringer doing anything that she needs to do. We prep surgeries, we run blood work, we take care of the animals. Of course, we clean their cages, we feed, water them, take them out in the mornings. Basically that's about it. I mean, we do appointments and go ahead and get like a brief history of the animal's condition before she comes in and actually does the assessment and exam.
Awesome, that's great. And it's a lot of hard work, I know.
Oh yeah, it's busy.
Oh, absolutely, because it's all the stuff behind the scenes that a lot of people don't think about.
Most definitely, yeah.
Do you have any crazy or funny stories from working, at your time as a vet tech? I'm sure there's a bunch.
Honestly, I think the craziest, okay, I found one. So I used to work at a vet hospital in Statesboro, and so we had like these huge cinder block runs. Instead of having like kennels like we did here, we had these huge cinder block runs. And we came in one day, and I'm saying these runs are probably to the top of that picture. Okay, like they're super tall. We came into the back one day, and there was a dog on top of the cinder block. I don't know how he got up there, but we had to get him down. Yeah, I mean, I even have a video of it. It's crazy. I don't know how he got up there, but that's probably like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Other than that, it's pretty laid back, but you do see some like crazy animals.
Absolutely. Yeah, sometimes you get the ones that are really all over the place.
Oh my gosh, yes. Especially German Shepherds, they're probably the worst. Oh my goodness.
So I know there are lots of different machines that you guys have to work with. Do you have a favorite machine or procedure, any type that, what would you choose as your favorite part?
So I would say probably what I like doing the best is either drawing blood or placing IV catheters. And here recently I just learned actually how to place IV catheters. So even though you may not get it every time, but it's still the fact of just sticking it in and actually being able to thread the needle in. That's probably my most favorite part. Other than that would be drawing blood.
Okay, cool.
Some people don't like the whole gory stuff about it, but I love it. Yeah.
I mean, hey, you gotta have somebody for everything.
Yeah.
You never know. What is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is a monkey.
Yes.
Most definitely. I see videos on Facebook of them all the time, and they're just so human. There was one of a guy sitting there doing a magic trick in front of the glass in front of a monkey, and just the way that they react, they're just so funny. That monkey was blown away. They're just like little kids.
Oh my goodness, that's so much fun. I love it. what would you say that your favorite part of being a veterinary technician is?
I would most definitely say interacting with all kinds of different animals throughout the day. I mean, mostly we see dogs and cats, but I mean, we've even had people bring in a goose to us one time. Yeah,
Okay, a goose?
yeah, a goose. So I would probably say just interacting with the clients and being able to see your favorite, like, I mean, of course we have like our favorite regular clients that come in all the time. So I would say like having to see them or like, you know, seeing them have a surgery and then come in and every day they're getting better and better and just seeing them like make their progress.
That's so great, and you really get to know both the pet and the client.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost like a good family
Most
bond.
definitely.
It's so great. I guess one of my last questions is, do you have any like general advice for somebody who might be interested in being a vet tech?
My advice would be to, if you decide, first of all, I know that most people go into this field because they love working with animals, but that is one thing. Don't think that just because it's a happy place and working with animals that you're going to have like a great day every day. I mean, there's some bad days. There's days that, you know, you get really attached to an animal and something happens to them. And I mean, I would just say if you want to do it, go ahead and stick to it and just keep on rolling with it and just go ahead and get started on it early, because the sooner the better.
Because you kind of have to prep yourself, because
yeah.
we always think of the happy stories where everything is wonderful.
And it's definitely a very gory job. Like I mean, there's some nasty stuff that comes in, but I mean, if you don't have a very strong stomach, don't come into this field, because you have to have a strong stomach for it, believe me.
Absolutely. Awesome. I think that's all the questions I had. Did you have anything else you might want to say before we end the interview?
I think I'm good.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you again so much, Heidi. We've really enjoyed this.
You're welcome.